முன்னாடி
Hello. Check. Hello. Check.
சரி சார். நான் போவீங்களா? சரி, அதை போகலாம். கொஞ்சம் பின்னால் வாங்க சார், ஜூம் பண்ணிக்கோங்க சார். கொஞ்சம் பேக் சார், நீங்கள் ஸ்லோவாக போகுது, கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக போகும். ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக சார். எஸ். பார்த்து பாருங்க.
I request Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, IIT Madras, I extend a warm faculty member here today. We are gathered for the inauguration of Delta Expo 2026. Celebrating in Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Shri Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar, to this inauguration ceremony. With the anthem and the everyone.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போலனை துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
To begin with the proceedings, we will now have the ceremonial lighting of the lamp. May I request His Excellency, the Governor, along with the dignitaries on the dais, to kindly come forward for the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. I now invite Mr. Aditya Sharma, the Student Executives Head for the Center of Innovation, IIT Madras, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to our distinguished chief guest, Honorable Governor Shri Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar, our Director, Professor V. Kamakoti, esteemed deans and faculty members, and my fellow students. It is a privilege to stand before you today as we gather for the Delta Expo. On behalf of the School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, we extend a warm and hearty welcome to everyone. This event provides an opportunity to showcase the vibrant ecosystem of the School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at IIT Madras. For students, it represents a platform where ideas are developed and transformed into meaningful projects beyond the classroom environment. It brings together students who share a common objective: to develop solutions for some of the most significant challenges facing our society today. These ideas gradually evolved into engineering systems, research initiatives, and in many cases, early stage ventures. At the heart of this process is curiosity, dedication, and sustained effort. In many ways, these efforts align with the broader national vision. As India progresses towards the goal of Viksit Bharat, advancements will depend on individuals who are willing to thoughtfully engage with complex problems and work persistently towards meaningful solutions. Events such as the Delta Expo help us make this journey visible. The projects presented here today are the result of several months of experimentation, iteration, and learning by our student teams and startups. We cordially welcome everyone to explore the exhibits, interact with the teams, and understand the ideas and thought processes behind their work. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the Delta Expo.
Thank you. I am privileged to invite our Director, Professor V. Kamakoti, to felicitate our Honorable Governor with an Angavastram and a memento. I am now delighted to invite Professor S. Satyanarayanan to introduce the School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship as its first head.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to talk to you about the school today. What started in 2007 as, without much, I would say, fanfare, as an experiment when students started working on after-class activity. It grew into multiple product clubs. It grew into multiple initiatives where the products of these clubs started creating companies. And it scaled to such an extent that in 2015, we wanted to create a pre-incubation. For some of the students who stumbled upon entrepreneurship, we wanted to make it a structured journey. So today is a demonstration of that showcase. The Delta Expo is bringing together the spirit of building. It is not about product, it is not about a business, but it's about a culture. A culture that's been decades in the making and which only strengthens our position as a campus that is born to build. The school, when it started in 2000, the CFI, when it started in 2007, we cornered a small place in the workshop with generous support from the alumni of class of 81. We started tinkering and producing products as a real company, an engineering team would do. What we have now achieved is multiple startup teams, multiple product teams, and multiple product clubs. The showcase that's there out there in the tent shows that ingenuity that's come to action, India's first Hyperloop, a 422-meter track, a global competition, first electric race car, autonomous to go for our Mars rover competitions, and startups that has emerged, companies like Aether, and the likes of what we see in the incubation cell. The School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship presents a continuum of activity. It's not something where we do things in silos. The culture here is we work together. We start with ideation, tinkering, and the various aspects of this campus, right from research labs, the hostel zones, and many such initiatives come together when ideas mature towards product. That was the motto with which the CFI was started. But once you have a product is of no use unless it finds its value in the market. That comes through building ventures. Building ventures may not be the most, I would say, glamorous of activity. It takes grit, passion, hard work, and beyond that, significant persistence to make things happen. You've already seen some examples of what you could achieve if you put that persistence into action. We have, since the last year, since the school has been formed, we have opened our incubation ecosystem to across the world, across the countries to start with. It's to say that what we have learned over many decades of experimentation is now available to any student, any aspiring entrepreneur across the country to build, learn from what we do and build for the country. It's because it is in these building, the failing and the learning, the experiences of a lived enterprise lies. And for a country like ours to become a product nation, that's a very, very important activity. So what do we have achieved so far? So what is new for the school? School is now consolidating its activities to expand the opportunities to look at faculty founders. We've had many exemplars on this campus. We have Agnikul, we have Professor Krishnan's CNDE, and many such examples. Now, how do we make it institutional? So a culture is set by the activities of people out here. But what will endure is an institution. The School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at IITM Madras is that institution which aims to build that culture much beyond what it is right now. With our faculty founders and with the deep tech research that's happening across the campus, our endeavor is to strengthen that and make translation out of research lab as easy as possible. So in that, we are announcing today our partnership with IIM Ahmedabad Ventures and Translation Endeavors, which looks to see how do we accelerate faculty founders to product startups in the country, which is deep tech, deep science, and IP driven. To this, we are also launching one of our inaugural studios, Studio AI, in collaboration with the Department of Data Science and AI. And what we see as an example there is every department, every center, every lab in this campus works as a fountainhead of ideas, expertise, and opportunities for many more products to come to the nation. I'm sure there's a lot of things to see in the Expo and a lot more to happen in the coming years. And I thank this opportunity given to me to present the school to you. Thank you very much.
I am now delighted to invite Professor V. Kamakoti, Director of IIT Madras, to deliver his special address.
His Excellency, the Governor of Tamil Nadu. Sir, this is the first Delta Expo, and this is the first official function of of the School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation at a very, very short notice. We are very grateful to you. Friends, we are in the very important journey of Viksit Bharat 2047, as envisaged by our Honorable Prime Minister. And that will be a product nation. And we are now taking baby steps. What was fun in 2007 has become serious fun now. So let me give you one pointer here. Aether Energy, which was part of the same CFI, today has become IPO. And IIT Madras invested 5 lakhs and is giving us close to 120 crores. So that's a seriousness here. Beyond the money, what we have now achieved is with the oil shortage or whatever, dependency on different nations for fossil fuels, Aether now comes out as a very optimal electric mobility solution for the country. And when you travel in the Aether, if you just forget that it has 2 wheels, and if you assume that it has 4 wheels and just close your eyes, sitting in the back, you feel that you are going in the Benz. And that much of suspension and other related things that they have really taken care. And we have one of the fantastic solutions for our country. What is so exciting about the startups here, whenever we ask the startup, why are you doing this? They're all deep tech startups. They're not looking for money. Of course, money is important, but they solve one of the national problems. And that is what we have seen across all the startups, and that makes us very, very proud. And I wish Delta Expo a great success. And today we have more than 1,000 people who have registered from outside IIT, and we have around 1,000 inside. So I think we have 2,000 people who will be witnessing in the next 2 days. Several venture capitalists have come here. The School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship that we launched just 2 months before, today will be in charge of what we call as the Innovation and Entrepreneurship stack, converting idea into a design, into a product, into a pre-incubation stage company, into a prototype, and then maturing them to a startup, and then hand-holding them to become a unicorn. So all these entire activities, many steps will be further researched upon and very optimal solutions for each one of them, so that all the brilliant ideas that come essentially translates into great products which will enhance the quality of human living in our planet. Friends, I'm also very happy that last month we announced a 600 crore IITM Unicorn Frontier Fund, which will be helping the startups to cross what we call as the Valley of Hope, right? The Western countries call it as Valley of Death. I want to give a positive notion to this. Now we call it as Valley of Hope. And I'm sure for all the startups, whatever support that we can do, not just IIT Madras startup, it is IITM for all, Anaivarukkum IIT Madras. Any startup that come out from our country, we will support to see that they have a great future. They have an assured fund provided they perform. So with these, again, I thank His Excellency for coming here and gracing this function. And I wish all of you great success. There's going to be pitch first and other things. And all the VCs also, I pray, God, that you really get those startups to whom you invest and help them grow, and they will also help you grow in terms of return funding. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We will now move to the exchange of the Memorandum of Understanding. This MOU establishes a trilateral partnership between the School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at IIT Madras, IIMA Ventures, and Translation Endeavours Private Limited. The collaboration aims to accelerate the translation of deep science and deep tech research into commercial ventures. To mark this partnership, I'm honored to invite Mr. Kunal Upadhyay, founder of IIMA Ventures, to kindly come on stage for the exchange of the MOU. I also request the representatives from the School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, IIT Madras, and Translation Endeavours Private Limited to join us on the stage. Thank you. It is now my privilege to invite our Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Shri Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar, to deliver his address.
Vanakkam. This is my first public appearance in Tamil Nadu. So, should not miss with Vanakkam. That is what I felt. Today we have gathered for a different function, that is inauguration of the Expo. And I'm sharing this very auspicious dais along with all the dignitaries whom I have been just listening about their speeches and their innovations and their all other things and I had an opportunity to speak to some of them on telephone, and that was virtually. But today I am physically with all of them. My friend, Director of IIT Madras, Professor Kamakoti ji, Advisor of the IIT, Professor Satyanarayanan ji, Dean of Students, Professor Satyanarayan Gumadi, Dean of Students, Professor Ashwin Mahalingam, Professor Murugan Amritalingam, Professor Manish Anand, all the other dignitaries, special invitees, industrialists, professionals, members of the different organizations. A big list is here, so I have to read it. Startup aspirants, business experts, academicians, educationalists, faculty members, members of IIT, my dear students, friends from press, media, all other ladies and gentlemen, Anaivarkum Enadu Iniya Vanakkam. I don't know whether I have spelled it properly, but you will understand certainly what feelings I have. Really, it is a great thing to be here amongst you. And just I was telling Kamakoti ji yesterday, and I feel that today here on the dais as well as in this auditorium itself, I am the only odd man here sitting with you here. You all are expert in different capacities, maybe on all the startups and technology, and many a times I don't understand the terms which you speak, you dialogue with yourselves. I don't understand what that innovation means. I don't understand what is that startup. I don't understand how do you go for all those things. Really, it is a fact. But still, I was telling him, you are unnecessarily calling me. But being the governor of the state, everybody feels this person must be knowing everything. And so he has to be invited. So I also felt, yes, I know something. But my dear friends, to be very frank with you, I am really honored to be amongst you. Because I have heard about IIT Madras for a long. And I had some intuition many a times I will be visiting some day or other. By God's grace, I am here amongst you. To see what you are exactly doing. To understand how you are traveling. This whole journey of Vikasit Bharat is not without your presence, is not without your expertise, it is not without your contribution. It is because of you that the dream of Vikasit Bharat has been put forth before us by our Honorable Prime Minister. And you are very well partners to it. You know what is to be done and how it is to be done. Ultimately, all these things which you do, innovate, renovate, startups, getting all those things. Just I was told about Agni, Cool. Yesterday it was told to me. All these fascinating ideas are true with you. These are realities with you people. For a person, a common person like me, it is just, it is a dream for me. But you are living that dream in a reality one. That is the difference between me and you all people. So for you, it is innovation is nothing but you are working not only in labs, laboratories, outside the laboratories, outside the four walls of those labs, you come out with all your innovations, with your ideas, practically put before the public. Ultimately, all that you are doing is not only in your interest. There is a word called Swanta Sukhaya. Swanta Sukhaya means only for me, Sukha for me only, Swanta. But you are beyond that. It is not for your Sukha or your happiness or your satisfaction. It is for the other people, for the people of this state, Tamil Nadu, people of this country, that is Bharat, and overall for the humanity. Whatever you are doing today, it is in the interest of the humanity. And that is how we are inspired. That is why we are here today. Otherwise, we would have not been. It is not, you do not have a limited aim before you. Many a times I feel, how do I do for something for my state, for my people, for my country? What am I to do? I just remember one incident. It is not exactly incidents. I was just studying in my matriculation. I come from Goa. So that time the matriculation was 11th and not 10th. It was 11th was the matriculation for me. And the result was to be declared and it appears in the next day in the newspapers. We did not have any such electronic media or anything of that. It is online, you can see it within next seconds. No, it was not so. So we were waiting for the results for the next day's newspapers. And by that time, newspapers used to tell us who are in the merit list. I never hoped that I will be in merit list. It was not my cup of tea, never. So it was, the next day I was watching, many of my friends, they were in the merit list. First 25 students who secured that time, it was 80% was very high percentage. Now even 99% is not high. There are still higher things, even 100%. But that time 80% was very high. And as I was sure that I was below 60, and it was true. I saw that next day in the newspapers, that all those numbers below 60. But many of my friends were in their merit list. And I congratulated them. I was very happy. I was not annoyed. And I did not felt very bad about that because I was not there in the list. I congratulated them and okay. After 10 years, suddenly it came to my mind, where are these people now? Where are my friends who had been there appearing in the newspapers, whose interviews were taken by the reporters, whose family members were appearing in the newspapers, teachers were there telling about those students, how meritorious he is, how studious he is, and everything was there. Where are these students today after 10 years? I don't know how it came to my mind. I was trying to find out. And very astonishingly, all of them were really they are doing very good in their particular profession. Some were employed in big multinationals, some were doing something somewhere in our country itself, having a good bungalow, 2-3 imported cars, having a nice, beautiful wife, having children, and all were really enjoying their life. It came to my mind, is this our motto of being something in the state, in the family? That we will be, that is called Swanta Sukhaya. That is, yes, I am happy with everything that I have. I had been a meritorious student and that I am enjoying everything. That is, I am materialistic. I have everything. I have good children, I have good wife, I have good bungalow, I have 2-3 cars, everything, imported cars, all that thing. Really, I am enjoying. Is this the limited aim of ours to be here? Why have we come here? What I would be asking you is how you came here. I will not ask you how. But certainly I require yourself and myself why I am here. Why? That why has to be answered. If I answer that why, everything will be destined, everything will be determined. Everything will be, yes, this is my answer, why I am here. I am not for myself. I am here for the people of the state, people of the country. Society, I owe many, many things to the society. Because of the society, because of the parents of mine, I have been here. And now let me do something for them. And that is exactly what you are doing here, my dear friends. You are doing it. And it is, as I said, it is not for your satisfaction. It is not for self-satisfaction. Tomorrow nobody will question you. Where were you when the Vikasit Bharat concept was being materialized? It was not just a vision. It is just not a dream. I tell you one more story. I am a good storyteller. I tell you, and then I will end. I will not bore you much. I know that. I also have limited time. For few years, I was in Mumbai. And that time I was working for an organization for few years. And I had made a friendship with one reporter. He was a good friend. He was working in Times of India that time in Mumbai. He is now unfortunately no more. This is a true story. And when we had been chatting someday, he told me one story. What was that story? Story of the Quit India movement during which his father lived. And they were staying, there is a place called Girgaon in Mumbai. They used to stay there in Girgaon. And that time, Mahatma Gandhi had given a call to everybody, to people to come out on the streets and roads and gave a Quit India movement slogan. Quit India, Britishers, Bharat Chodo. Now you have to go, the time has come. And so everybody was so fascinated, inspired by this slogan of Mahatma Ji and all those people. They came out on the streets, left their studies, profession, families, everything, left their homes, and they were on the streets giving the warning to the Britishers. And this whole story was being told by my friend's father to my friend. It was being told after a few years back. And suddenly, my friend stopped his father and said, in Marathi they call Baba to father. So Baba, you just tell me now, all this was happening. Everybody was on streets. Everybody had left his profession, his family, his house, even his studies. Students had come on the streets asking the Britishers to quit India. Father, Baba, tell me, where were you that time? Where were you? He said, yes, my son, I was very well sitting in my house and watching all this movement through my window from my house. My friend tells me, I told my father, Baba, I am ashamed of you. I am ashamed of you. You should have been part of this movement. That would have made me much proud than anything else. Yes, I could tell my father was involved in this Quit India movement. My dear friends, tomorrow, the new generation or next generation should not ask us this question. And if at all they ask, we should be able to tell them, yes, my dear son, my dear daughter, I was very well there when Vikasit Bharat was happening. I was there. That is what we want. Tomorrow we will tell our next generation, my child, yes, I was there. I was very well a part of it. Maybe a squirrel's job, but I was there. My next generation should not feel ashamed of it. They should feel very proud. Yes, my parents were there. My parents were there. That Vikasit Bharat will be happening. It is not the dream of the person who sits in Delhi like by name Narendra Modi. It is not only his dream. It is dream of yours. It is dream of mine. So let us get involved in it. Let us do something for this country. And Vikasit Bharat is not only an economic concept. It is just not an economic concept. It is the Samagra Vikas, total development from all sides. In science, in medicine, in engineering, in culture, in education, societal reforms, everything. So all that reforms will be coming, that development, Vikas will be coming, that will be ultimately Vikasit Bharat by 2047. And that is exactly what we are doing here. I'm very happy to be here, I tell you again and again, because this is a very big instrument in the Vikasit Bharat's journey. IIT Madras has played its role. It is known world over, not only in our country, it is known world over. We will have to do it and tell them, yes, we are there and we were there. That is how we have to look at. And this is what your Expo, Delta Expo, that we just will be seeing today. You have got many, many ideas. Let us put together everything in the interest of my people, in the interest of my country, in the interest of the humanity. Let everybody in the world say, yes, this particular innovation was from IIT Madras in the interest of humanity. Let everybody say. That is what I want to say, my dear friends. I know whether I could tell you something or not, I don't know. But certainly, I wish you all the best for your all ventures in the coming future. And Nandri, Namaskaram.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words. I now invite Mr. Bala, student head of Nirmaan, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries, Your Excellency, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, guests, dear students present here. On the behalf of School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, it is my privilege to take this vote of thanks for this wonderful event. First and foremost, I would like to thank His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, for accepting our invitation and inaugurating for the ceremony of Delta Expo 2026. And I was quite inspired by your words, sir. So, however, each of small part of our work will be impacting in a larger version of Viksit Bharat. I hope every student will be inspired from this. So, we extend our sincere thanks to Professor Kamakoti, sir, Director of IIT Madras, for his leadership and encouragement constantly towards, in terms of both innovation and entrepreneurship in this IIT Madras at any time of the institute. And we also express our gratitude to Professor Satyanarayan, sir, Head of School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, for the vision and also the initiatives in the upcoming year. So we are deeply honored with the presence of distinguished dignitaries with us today in the dais, and the faculty advisors and the deans of IIT Madras for their constant support which would be providing. And our sincere thanks also go to the ICSR Hall Management Team, Engineering Unit and KV School Principal for their valuable support in their organizing and facilitating this event. Last but not the least, I would like to also acknowledge and thank our sponsors and partners, IITM Pravatak, the Energy Consortium, and HDFC Parivartan, for their valuable support in making this Delta Expo possible. Finally, I would like to appreciate the efforts of whole the organizing team and the extended staff and the volunteers and everyone present over here for making this happen. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. We will now conclude the ceremony with the national song followed by the national anthem. I request everyone to kindly rise.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you. I request everyone to remain standing. His Excellency the Governor will now proceed to the KV Grounds exhibition area to inaugurate Delta Expo 2026 with a ribbon cutting ceremony, after which he will visit the exhibition stalls.